Animal is back.
Towards the end of the quarter by Geronding. Go for that. 15 points to be exact. Revilla, another triple. Vosotros! Vosotros! At the horn.
Juice, pride, palaban.
Oh, nobody taking the ball.
Sheriff plays it in.
Then from way out. Oh, man. The Pistols. Taner backs up for three. Gets it to go. For him, that is it.
The DLSU Green Archers. The USD Growling Tigers. This is the UAAP Season 76 Finals. Who will be the greatest? A scorching start.
Kevin Ferrer at the practice, or Aldo Mariano at the practice of USC yesterday. One thing he said, mas mainit kami because we've been playing a lot.
Abdul gets it up and in.
Determined comeback.
Libre si ABO.
Look at that!
Rack attack from ABO.
Arm wrestling match between the brothers. Rock out. Lock. Up. Not giving an inch. Jarek pushes.
Vosotros spins. Finds a way.
What a move. Just a crafty, gutsy player.
A dramatic finish.
Mariano looking at the clock, looking for Abdul. 6 on the shot clock. Perez, top of the circle. Get ready! Revilla sets up Vosotros for 3. No! Okay, Revilla, Salle, and USD will break the game-winning streak.
Wow, they survived at last possession. One stop was all they needed, and they got it.
USD takes game number 1 on a wild defensive play.
Breaks of the game. Even nga yung match talaga. Medyo balanseng. Pwede silang manalo. Pwede kami. Nag-iisip lang ako bago maglaro. Yung after the game, di ako nag-iisip eh. Hindi ko na alam kung ano gagawin next game. No? Basta ako, inom lang ako ng masarap na beer ice na.
DLSU versus UST. The finals. Game 2. DLSU versus UST. The finals. Game 2.
Magandang araw Pilipinas, tuloy-tuloy po ang selebrasyon ng ating Kapamilya Weekend dito po sa ABS-CBN. Ngayon naman, mula tayo sa Big Dome, the Araneta Coliseum. Welcome to the continuing live and exclusive coverage of the UAAP Season 76 Finals. Game number 2, live here on ABS-CBN and of course, high definition on Balls HD Channel 167. At lahat po ng ating mga kapamilyang nanonood all over the world, magandang araw sa inyo. Over the Filipino channel, abante po ng isa ang UST. They only need to win today to get another championship for Coach Pido Harencio. DLSU, though, wants to prevent that and force a sudden death next Saturday dito pa rin po sa ABS-CBN. Alongside TJ Manotok, I am Boom Gonzalez for ABS-CBN Sports. Kasama rin natin si Ina Ongsiaco at si Cristel Batchelor for DLSU and UST. Kaya kwentuhan tayo nila Ina at Cristel maya-maya po lamang. Pero TJ, simulan na natin na ito, game number 2. Even before you started our coverage for game number 1, you already talked about at the pregame how evenly matched these two teams were. And it might boil down, the coaches have said, it might boil down to the breaks of the game. It's like that's what happened in the fourth quarter. Nobody really took firm control. It had to be that last play that decided that game.
Exactly. Yun na ngayon nangyari, no? And I agreed with them when they said that they know their strengths. They know they will take advantage of their strengths. At nung nakita natin yung naganap sa laro, talagang inabuso ng kanya-kanyang kupunan, yung kanilang kalakasan. Yung Salle sa loob, yung USC, ang kanilang experience, at yung mga outside shooters nila. At yun ang nangyari, and it boiled down to one last play.
Alright. Now, you can say it's breaks of the game, you can say they're intangibles, pero himay-himayin pa rin natin, TJ, ano nangyari? Sabi mo, malakas yung laro ng Salle doon sa loob, malakas ang laro ng Salle sa labas. Tell us in numbers.
Well, kita natin dito sa numbers, no? 1 point difference, 73-72. Pero itong UST, bakit sila nanalo? Well, two things ang ginawa nila maganda. Mas maganda yung depensa nila because they held down Salle to only 37% field goal shooting as compared to theirs at 43%. That's 6% higher than their average. And better shooting because tingnan mo yung perimeter points ng USC Boom. 45 perimeter points. Alam mo ba yung average lang nila sa perimeter points the whole season? 22.
Wow.
Dinoblehan pa nila yung kanilang production from the outside, and that's how well they shot. On the other end, bakit muntik nang nanalo yung Salle? Kasi sila rin, dinikdik nila naman sa loob. 44 points in the paint, 13 second chance points, and even though they only led by 1 sa total rebounds, 44-43, lamang na lamang naman sila sa offensive rebounds, 18-7. Kaya muntik-muntikan lang din nanalo itong Salle. In fact, the winning play would have been an offensive rebound. Diba?
And
yung
inside points.
Inside point din yun.
Tama ka doon. At pag-uusapan natin itong game number 2, and we will focus our attention on the UST Growling Tigers who are 1 win away as they want to duplicate what happened in 2006. When we come back, we'll talk about them after these.
The finals. Game 2. DLSU versus UST. The finals.
Ilang sandali po lamang at pagsisimula na ang ating game number 2 of the finals between DLSU and UST. Mapapakinggan niyo po ang ating coverage on DZMM. Ang ating mga kasama si Dennis Principe, Coach Alan Gregorio. Ini-interview ngayon si Roy Sumang. Standing by is also Terrence Romeo. Kani-kanina lamang binigyan sila ng award, all part of the mythical team selection ng UAAP season 76. So sa lahat ng mga nasa kalye, no, TJ, then they don't want to miss out on the action, then they can listen to Dennis and Coach Alan.
Tama kayo. Sumubaybay po kayo sa radyo para wala kayong moment na mawawala o mamimitis sa ating buong laro.
Alright, balikan natin ang ating usapan dito sa UST versus DLSU. The veterans showed up for UST. You know, in the fourth quarter especially, Coach Pido Harencio did not use any other player except for the starters. And those starters delivered. Even Sheriff delivered one clutch shot. You know, of course, Aljon Mariano, 2 points, but a very crucial 2 points.
That's right.
And then, of course, the triumvirate of Kevin Ferrer, Abdul, and Jeric Teng.
Well, they were big. And Coach Pido admitted that there were times he had to field the second unit at alam niya, aminado siya, doon nakahabol yung Salle. Yung second unit pinasok niya. Pero kailangan niya gawin bakit? Para mapagpahinga niya itong starting 5 niya. Para fresh sila para sa fourth quarter. And that's exactly what happened for the Growling Tigers. They came out fresh, they came out strong. And it's not just about, you know, physical fresh. Mentally fresh. Hindi sila mentally fatigued all throughout the game. And they were sharper in that fourth quarter eventually as you see what they did throughout the whole game, how they combined. 56 points and 25 rebounds combined for Ferrer, for Abdul, and for Teng. And Ferrer, again, continuing his hot shooting and his brilliant play from their Final Four against the NU Bulldogs. But one thing I want to really look at here is the rebounds of Ferrer and Teng. He got 6 and 7. That was enough to get them only within a 1 rebound deficiency against Salle. But they have to do it better today. Kasi
Yes.
for sure, LaSalle will still go to their strengths. They're gonna go inside. They're still gonna pound the offensive boards. And USC has to know na if there's one stat kung saan sila muntik-muntikin natalo, dun yun sa rebounding. So they have to help Abdul. Abdul can't do it on his own. He does have 12 rebounds in that first game, pero kailangan niya ng tumulong talaga sa rebounding.
At ipaalala natin, TJ, that 17 points si Jarek Teng, but 7 of those 17 came
fourth.
in the crucial fourth quarter nung nagkakadiktika na itong UST and DLSU. Alright, balikan natin si Cristel Batchelor reporting for UST. Cristel, may mga chismis na merong mga pangyayari dun sa UST gym na maganda during the practices of UST that has never happened before. Kwento mo naman sa amin.
Boom and TJ, yesterday's practice has got to be one of the happiest I've ever been to this season. All the team managers were there. There was a certain atmosphere hovering the players. Even former captain Jerry Fortuna came to train with the team, and for the first time, they allowed the fans to watch the practice. However, with all the support that they are getting, Coach Pido Harencio don't want the team to be complacent, which is why he reminded them all the do-or-die games they have underwent to just to be here today, because it will humble them and at the same time make them more aggressive to get the win. Jarek Teng also took the liberty to talk to his teammates after the practice. Sabi niya, nung huli daw nilang laro ay nakita niya kung gaano kabihasa itong kanyang koponan dahil hindi sila gaano nanggigil. Pero ngayon daw ay gusto niyang makita ang gigil na iyon ay bibigay nila lahat sa kanilang depensa. And now, Boom and TJ, to end my report, I would just like to share to everyone that if yesterday's practice and today's game have a theme, it would be the final. That is according to the Growling Tigers, who are planning to end this basketball season today with a bang and in flying colors. Boom and TJ.
Patuloy pa rin ang unorthodox coaching nito si Coach Pido Harencio. Salamat, Cristel. Pinapasok yung mga estudyante sa UST gym and hoping that it is their last practice. But, of course, DLSU has something to say about that, and we'll talk about them and what happened in game number 1 sa aming pong pagbabalik dito po sa ABS-CBN.
The finals. Game 2. DLSU versus UST. The finals. Game 2.
Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa ABS-CBN. Nasa Big Dome po tayo at lumabas na ang De La Salle University here at the Araneta Coliseum in preparation for the start of game number 2, the best of 3 finals between them and the team that is 1 game away from winning a championship, the UST Growling Tigers. Muli po, Boom Gonzalez kasama si TJ Manoto. Kanina, pinag-usapan natin yung UST, pag-usapan naman natin ang DLSU. What happened to DLSU? When I ask what happened, hindi naman dahil napakasama ng laro nila, dahil napakaganda ng laro nila. Actually, they started the fourth quarter up by 4. But what happened in that fourth quarter?
In fact, inaasahan natin na yung lumalamang sa fourth quarter, and normally yun yung nananalo. Nabanggit mo, di ba?
19-2.
19-2 yung stat po ng mga teams na lamang sa fourth quarter sa finals.
In the finals.
Go on to win the game,
Correct.
but not that time around. Pero tignan natin yung stats kung bakit sila nakulangan ng iisang puntos to force overtime, or at least 2 points to force that win in game number 1. They only scored 18 points in that fourth quarter, but
Correct.
more telling than that, they only shot 33% from the field, and they allowed LaSalle, they allowed UST to shoot 60% from the field. And so you can argue that mas nangailangan sila ng clutch defense.
Yeah.
Meron kang clutch performance sa opensa, meron ka rin clutch defense. Pero ito pa pinakamalaki. Sa kanilang 9-game winning streak, Boom, ilang beses na natin napuri at tinanong pa nga natin si Coach Juno, sila Jeron, kung paano lang nagagawa na ang ganda na ng free throw shooting nila in the fourth quarter. But not in game 1. They were 54% from the free throw line, only 6 out of 11. At hinamon ko yung ating statisticians. Pinatignan ko yung kanilang fourth quarter free throw shooting sa kanilang 9-game winning streak, napakataas, 66%. Ang laki ng diferensya. If you had that same percentage, 2 or 3 more free throws made, they would have won the ball game.
They were, a rebound away, a couple of free throws away. But that's what the championship is all about. There's pressure, may kasamang pressure, and it is their first time as a bunch, as a group. Ang DLSU, kasama na rin ang coach nila. So, they got their feet wet in game number 1. What would be interesting is how would they approach game number 2? And that is a question that we pose to Ina Ongsiaco, who joins us in this conversation. Ina, ang paghahanda ng DLSU going into game number 2, kwento mo sa amin.
Well, Boom and TJ, losing a game with the stakes this high is definitely now. But the DLSU Green Archers know that they just didn't play their best last Wednesday. And despite still having the chance to win, they accepted their defeat humbly. And as Coach Gino Salle said, it was just the breaks of the game that didn't come our way. And there were still a lot of things that we could have done better. Now they spent the past 2 days reviewing clips of last Wednesday's game and working on the things they need to improve on in order for them to have a better game today. Now they're back hungrier than ever to make sure that the results of last Wednesday's game don't happen again today. Now just to update you guys, Matt Salle will still not be joining again us for today's game as he's still regaining his strength after recovering from the bumps. Moving TJ.
Thank you very much, Ina. And Coach Juno Soler right now has to force and win today to force a sudden death on Saturday to try to win a championship, something they haven't done since 2007. Ang UST naman, yung kanilang team from last year pa nga is repeat 06, nagpapatuloy ang team na yan this year. All right, we'll take a break. We'll talk more about game number 2 when we come back as the UST Growling Tigers are getting ready to come out on the floor here at the Araneta Coliseum.
The finals. Game 2. DLSU versus UST. The finals. Game 2.
UST Growling Tigers are out. They are 1 win away from another championship, last time given no less than Coach Pido Harencio in 2006 in his rookie year. And they're trying to do that again. DLSU trying to stave them off and force a sudden death on Saturday. UST hoping to become the first 4th seed.
That's right.
To win a championship. Oh, and what a magical run for UST so far. As we look at our Gatorade fueled duel of the game, because with Gatorade they are fueled for the win, and they both delivered in game number 1.
Yes, they did. You can't say that, you know, hindi maganda laro nila or kinulang ang laro nila para sa kanilang kupunan para mabigay yung panalo, no? You look at their averages, they're close pa rin, no? 14 points per game for itong si Jeron Teng with 7 rebounds a game. For Jeric, 12 points per game and 4 rebounds a game. And Jeric was the one who stepped up a little bit, no? He had total of 17 points and 7 rebounds. And I think that 3 rebound differential ng kanyang average compared sa nagawa niya sa game number 1, eh malaking tulong yun para sa Tigers na hindi na tambakan ng gusto sa rebounding edge. Pero interestingly nga, kung season averages ang pag-uusapan, actually ang number 1 rebounding team sa liga natin ay UST.
Yep.
Pero hirap lang din talaga sila sa laki nitong De La Salle.
And the interesting part also, kung meron man nagkirian dun sa laro ng game number 1, it was the brothers
Sila pa.
who actually got the most physical in game number 1. We'll see what will happen as game number 2 will unfold when we come back here at the Araneta Coliseum.
The finals. Game 2. DLSU versus UST. The finals. Game 2.
We're back here at the Araneta Coliseum and seconds away from tip-off, UST and DLSU. You know, the last time they met, we've established this, TJ, was in 1999.
Sa finals.
Yes. And UST won game number 1 too.
And sinong nanalo ng game 2 and game 3?
It was
La
LaSalle.
Salle.
They made that, I saw it on Twitter, they made that point that, you know, it's not over.
Oh, definitely not.
From LaSalle's standpoint, it's not over. But if you're UST, you should know that it can't be over because you've done it the same way too.
Exactly.
You
Sila
lost.
naman, yung 94. And
no, even 2006.
Well,
they
2006
lost.
alone. And that had the same coaching staff.
Correct, correct. So, these are the 2 schools who are able to come back, actually. Yung stat na binigay mo, no? Nung
First game natin.
First game. Babalikan natin yan mamaya. Starting 5 muna tayo.
Live from the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum. We bring you game number 2 in the best-of-3 series in your season 76 UAAP, the finals. Let's meet the starters first. For the team back-to-back in the finals, gunning for the crown today. Here are the UST Grounding Tigers. At forward number 7, Kevin Ferrer. Our forward number 10, Aljon Mariano. Center number 20, Karim Abdul. Point guard number 18, Sean Sheriff. And the out guard number 16, Cherrick Tang. Head coach of the Crawling Tigers is Pido Harencio. And now they're trying to extend this to a third and rubber match next Saturday here on the DLSU Green Archers. Off guard number 17, Elman Vosotros. Point guard number 19, L.A. Revilla. Center number 7, Arnold
Starting 5 on your screens for UST. The same guys who played in the fourth quarter of game number 1. Wala nang sub-sub si Coach Pido. Yep. In fourth quarter, they finished the game. And the starting 5 for DLSU, also the same. Now, we talked about L.A. Revilla at the top of the coverage of game number 1. What happened in game number 1? Dahil maganda yung Final Four niya,
Correct.
hindi nagpatuloy sa game number 1. Unlike Kevin Ferrer na napakaganda nung Final Four, nagpatuloy sa game number 1.
Mukhang napaghandaan talaga ng gusto si L.A. Revilla, no? And he was the hot guy, he was the mark man for Salle in terms of the defensive UST. Pati nga si Norbert Torres, naka 21 minutes, 2 points, I think 4 points lang siya. And Revilla only 2 points. So those two guys combined for 50 minutes, only 6 points. And these are veterans of this team that you know, kaya mong asahan.
L.A. Revilla taking it away. Missed attempt by Aljon Mariano. Are you concerned that Aljon Mariano was 1 out of 8 in game number 1? Even if they won that game, the 2 points that he had was very crucial in the fourth quarter. But should you be concerned?
Well, in this matchup, kung ikaw ay si Coach Pido Harencio, ang magiging prioridad ni Aljon Mariano, depensa niya kay Perkins. At maganda yung nagawa niya.
Okay.
Pero hindi naman hindi naman natin pwedeng ipuri lahat sa kanya kasi maganda yung help defensive teammates niya. But he's there to delay the attack enough to limit Perkins' usual points. He didn't explode. Perkins only had 11 points. We've seen him had 15-point games, 18-point games, but he was still limited to 5 attempts from the 2-point range. And kasama na dyan yung depensa ni Mariano.
Almost a minute gone by. Abdul blocking the Jeron Teng attempt. Sheriff also with a crucial jumper in that fourth quarter off a pass from Jeron Teng, who was doubled in one of those situations. 3-second infraction. So a couple of turnovers here for UST.
And remember, at one point, boom, nabanggit natin yung efficiency ni Sheriff, no, na plus 18 siya when he's on the floor for the Tigers. Ganun siya ka-valuable para sa USC. Kung ma-explain natin sa ating mga fans out there, ano ibig sabihin ng plus 18? Kung 40 minutes po siya naglaro, dapat 18 points ang panalo ng USC with him on the floor.
Wala pa rin tayo talaan dito. A minute and 30 has gone by. Mariano, hinahanap si Sheriff. Teng against Perkins. Abdul gets it sa ilalim against ABO. Teng umatake. Sheriff overcooks that one.
Good defense by Salle. Walang kumakagat sa mga fake.
Good save by Vosotros. Perkins, part of our mythical selection, TJ. Teng picks it up. Revilla sa sulok. First 2 points. Make that first 3 points
for the series. And he didn't even attempt. Wala siyang 3-point attempt, boom, nung game 1, ha? He only had 4 points in game number 1. Let's see if this early three-pointer can boost his confidence already.
Karim, pinilit. Nakuha muli yung bola. 8 seconds on the shot clock of UST. Deng knows it. Deng launches a 3. No. And Revilla with a rebound.
Whoop.
Siningit yung bola.
Risky pass there.
Deng off the glass. He likes that shot.
Money shot para kay Jeric Teng, pabanda. In this year alone, talaga nakita natin yung improvement ni Jeric Teng sa kanyang post moves, lalo na muna sa mid-range at talagang ginagamit niya ang banda sa kanyang mga tira.
7 minutes to play. Perkins, Sabal.
What defense by Mariano. Ito yung sinasabi natin, yung kalidad ng kanyang defense against Perkins.
A traveling infraction on LA Revilla. Makibalita muna tayo kay Cristel Bachelor.
Experience pa rin ang paiirali namin at hindi namin nahayaan na magtaya ang series sa 1-1. Iyan nga ang sagot sa akin ni Kevin Vera kahapon. Noong tinanong ko siya kung ano nga pong plano ng Tigers para sa araw na ito. Dagdag pa ni Coach Pedro Harencio, nasa Archers daw ang pressure at wala sa kanila dahil nothing to lose, everything to gain pa rin ang kanilang nasa isip. Execution-wise, Jeric Teng pleaded for the boys to be more aggressive in playing because it will make up for their lack in height. He also wants their second group of the team to step up on their game along with the first group because they are also of great importance in giving a huge deficit over the opponents. Now, just to give a quick update, Karim Abdul suffered a hyperflexion of his right thumb in yesterday's practice and the pain wallowed him for a while. But for today, he told me he will just be fighting the pain and rev up in the game. Boom and TJ.
Kaya pala nakabalot yung kamay nitong yung thumb nitong si Karim Abdul. A big superlative, Samsung Adib, Book 9 Light, it's BC Redefined. Thank you, Cristel. Arnold Van Opstal getting the foul off Karim Abdul. And Van Opstal knocks down the first free throw. 4-2 is our score. Kung maingay, maraming nagsabi na napakaingay daw ng Araneta nung Wednesday. Just imagine today, Saturday. It's a humanity of yellow and green right now. And this is just going to get more intense as the quarters go by.
At boom, yung huling play na yon, kung paano nakapuntas ang Lasal, offensive rebound and second chance point para sa Archers. Papantayin pa rin natin yung stat na yon.
Deng, 3 on the way, gets it to go!
You know, this year, with the way Jeric Teng has extended his range, improved his three-point shooting, he will make you pay if you go under the screens on the pick and roll.
Something he never had in the first 2 years of his collegiate career. Along with a post game, a post-up game. Starting to be a complete player itong si Jeric Teng. Perkins naman, double team. Atake ni Vosotros. Vosotros, who shot himself out of a slump in that last game, gets it up and in. Vosotros keeps them within slipstream in the early goings. 5-4 is our score. Ito yung Great Taste White, Grade 3 ni Jeric Teng. Our coffee is white, Great Taste White. Join the break movement, have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Here's a Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. Vosotros, who had 20 points in game number 1, TJ, on 8 of 21 shooting.
And there was a stretch. He hit his first shot or first 2 shots at meron siyang stretch na nagmimimintis siya. At nasabi mo nga, may tawag yan, you shoot yourself out of your slump. Shooter ka, scorer ka, just keep taking shots as long as they're good shots. You're open in the rhythm of the offense and you'll finally get them to fall.
At talaga namang may lisensya siya. Kitang-kita naman.
Oo naman.
Mula kay Coach Juno Soler. Atake.
It is.
Si Sheriff. Abante na naman ang UST 7-6.
At then yung mga moments na natutuwa si Coach Bido kapag hinahayaan ng Lasal si Sheriff. Sige, ikaw na lang talagang hahayaan namin. We'll focus on the others and he gets his points.
AVO trying to get the second personal on Abdul. Offensive rebound. Perkins, a couple of fakes. Babied the shot. A tap goes to Kevin Ferrer. Abdul, Mariano. Sheriff from 14 feet.
He's aggressive today, a little bit more aggressive. I think that's his 4th attempt already. And he leads.
He is one of those players, DJ, who you can easily just take for granted.
Or forget. I mean, he's small, he's not He doesn't seem to be very offensively gifted. He's a good ball handler, good passer. Pero yun nga, hindi naman siya talaga scorer mentality.
But Coach Pino Harencio is a master of getting the best out of each and every single player that he has.
Super.
Vosotros, another offensive rebound. Teng. Oh, that's a foul by Abdul. And that's his second
Pangalawa
personal.
na yan. And that's the problem sometimes with Abdul. Nanggigigil yan pag may opportunity siyang sumupalpal. And look at this. Nice quick drive by Sheriff on the swing of the ball. Hindi nakuha na ng rotation ng depensa ng Salle. And here's another one.
A master winning move. Lose the oil, win the game with master. Put your game face on. And this one, perfect combination. Pure Food Standard Juicy Chicken Cheese Hot Dog.
So in both plays, very smart. Hindi lang yung magandang tira, pero very smart move by Sheriff. Hinanapan niya yung butas ng depensa ng Salle.
5 offensive rebounds already for DLSU.
Bilis dami na.
To the 1.
6.
6 na. And second chance points na naman
Wow.
yan.
That's already 4 second chance points for Salle on 6 offensive rebounds compared to only 1 offensive rebound for USD. In fact, USD as a team has 6 rebounds in total.
All in all.
All in all.
Teng, titira na naman ang 3. Siya na naman.
Nahilo ng konti. Tumingin siya sa kanan. Akala niya yung fans niya doon. Nasa kabila pala. Fans ng kapatid niya yung nakagreen.
Kasi nung game 1,
doon sila.
Doon ang USD. Game 2 ngayon, nandito sa likod natin.
Patented na yung pagbabaril ng fans when he hits that three-pointer.
12-10, USD still ahead.
So napaaga ngayon, Boom, ang pagpasok ni Paulo Pe para sa USD. No choice for Coach Pino Harencio to pull out Karim Abdul's 2 fouls.
Join the break movement, have a break, have a Kit Kat, abante pa rin ang USD. Halos punong-puno na tayo dito sa Araneta Coliseum. Bibigyan po namin kayo ng numero, maya-maya po lamang. Pero garantisado that we are packed to the rafters for game number 2. The battle between DLSU and USD. USD ahead 12-10. Boom Gonzalez, DJ Manotok, USD, Teng and Sheriff shooting 5 out of 8. The rest of the crew 0 of 3. And again, sabi nga ng aking partner, out-rebounded here in the first quarter.
Laki 11-6 already is the rebounding edge. At napakita natin, naka-6 na offensive rebound na itong Salle. They average 15 offensive rebounds a game. They are the #1 rebounding team, pero ngayon may 6 na sila.
Sheriff flying by. Revilla makes him pay.
Nice, quick, smart move there by Eddie Revilla. So now he's got 5 early points. Offensive foul here.
I think it was Mariano. Mariano and Perkins have been talking to each other, and then it was Jerem Teng now who got caught in that. Let's look at that again. Ito muna ang ating McDonald's instant slow-mo of this one. Bam!
Sa pool. At may tulak pa eh. Hindi lang yun nagkatamaan eh.
Spice up the day with a new McSpicy. Revilla now with 5 points. We talked about him earlier. He only had 4 in game number 1.
In 29 minutes. But dig this. He had 8 rebounds.
Yes.
8 rebounds. Sa late lang yan, ha?
He's always been. He's always been one of the better rebounding guards.
Ano naman? Offensive rebound na naman para sa Salle. And another second chance point. And USC really has to gang rebound. They were really hurt in the fourth quarter also sa kanilang offensive rebounds na muntik sila matalo kasi nagzo-zone defense sila. Pag naka-zone ka kasi, wala kang tao na naka-assign sila i-box out.
Mariano and Teng continue to talk to each other and push each other, TJ. Paulo Pe diving.
But
it will go to
nakahiga sa baseline.
DLSU. And speaking of, let's check in with Ina Omsiak.
Ruben, TJ, as I mentioned earlier, last Wednesday, the DLSU Green Archers did not play their best. That is why coming into today's game, Coach Gino Salle asks everyone not to think about having to win today and to win on Saturday in order to gain the crown, but rather to come into today's game with just the mindset of playing their best and making good decisions on the court. Before the game started, he also emphasized the importance of playing every possession and starting off strong so that they don't have to spend the rest of the game catching up. That's why come timeout, he commended the team for starting off strong, but now what he wants them to do is to get back in transition defense and remember those defensive rules they set up for today's game. The Green Archers know how important today's game is, and you can be sure they won't be taking it for granted. Boom and TJ?
Thank you, Ina. Be superlative, Samsung at Tim, Book 9 Light, it's PC Redefined. Your team looks more focused at the start of this game. You know, DJ, remember, in game number 1, as you saw, Fubu Fearless shot for us by us, Fubu International. UST got into a 17-point lead, remember, early.
21-4.
Man, it's
And
very
then-
different.
And then, all of a sudden, LaSalle unleashed a huge run to tie the game
Yep.
at 25.
But now, they're battling toe-to-toe. They've got 7 offensive rebounds, 6 second chance points.
And because
And-
LaSalle keeps banging it inside, boom, 5 na ang foul nila.
Yun na nga.
0 fouls pang
LaSalle.
LaSalle.
And you have Torres and Van Opstal playing at the same time.
That's right.
Oh, Mariano's just off in this series so far. Tulakan sa ilalim. Norbert's looking to seal. And that's another foul call.
6 na yan. And that's free throws again. Going the way of LaSalle. So 6 team fouls on USD. None on LaSalle.
Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab. Delivery hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Kanina pa yun. Do more play of the game brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. That was eons ago. Now, it's 16-12. Jaron Teng shooting free throws again.
So far, LaSalle, 3 out of 5. Prior to that one, they're now 4 out of 6 from the free throw line. And, you know, if they're trying to fish more fouls, the biggest target right now is Paulo Pe. Pag siya'y naka 2 fouls din, malaking
Delikado.
problema yan kay Coach Pido. Kasi Abdul is now on the bench with 2 fouls. Remember, nangyari yan sa NU.
Yes,
Pero
so
hindi na-take advantage ni Embe because he wasn't playing well. But if that happens to LaSalle, with their depth of big men, USC is in big trouble.
Teng with another 3. Doesn't roll in. Rebound control by Thomas Torres. Jaron gives up the dribble. A lot of time on the clock. It's 15 seconds. Paulo Pe bodying up. And that's a foul.
It. That's 2 fouls. And look at the face of Coach Pido right now. Tinatawanan na lang niya, but deep inside, frustration na yan na hindi niya alam kung anong gagawin niya sa big men niya.
Might see Kent Lau at some point here. McDonald's and slow-mo Spicer today with a new McSpicy. Sheriff will move out. Bautista and Dakiwag in. 1 minute and 30 to play.
But in that NU game, boom, no choice din si Coach Pido no nakakuha ng 2 fouls si Paulo Pe. He actually had 4 fouls in the first half.
Correct.
Wala, no choice siya na mas importanteng iupo si Abdul kaysa sa kanya. Alam niyang si Kent Lau kaya nga mag-big man pero he's undersized. No? He can't defend the 6'8", 6'9" behemoths of LaSalle.
JV Casio in attendance. LaSalle is shooting 5 out of 8 free throws here in the first quarter.
Ayan na, 6 out of 9.
On 7 fouls by USD, DLSU has not committed a foul. Dakiwag settling. And Coach Pido is irate with that shot selection of Dakiwag.
He knows that was not a good shot. Trying to
ABO.
fish a 3rd foul here.
It's good defense by USD that sequence.
Good help from the other side by Mariano at nag-sack down naman si Dakiwag. So naging triple team.
61 seconds remaining in the first. Nakanakaw sa loob. Ilinabas kay Bosotros. Bosotros pinilit. Umalog. At napunta sa USD. Inside to Mariano. Oh, that's too deep. Paulo Pe cannot put it in. LaSalle is running. Torres puts it up. Teng takes it away.
So far, boom, LaSalle just looks hungry right now.
They look sharp.
Yup, they look sharp and hungry.
Oh,
what a spin!
Inikot.
What a spin! And he knew he could do that because there were no bigs inside. He knows Paulo Pe has 2 fouls. Hindi na mag-help defense yan.
And now Teng is shouting at Dakiwag this time. Wow, there's a lot of animosity here early in this first quarter. Jaron doubles Jerick. Dakiwag shoots the 3. No. And that will do it. First quarter belongs to DLSU. 21-12. A wishy oh wow moment of the game. Open up to everyday surprises. Jaron Teng. 7 points. 3 out of 6 from the field. Back in a moment. You're watching game number 2 dito po sa ABS-CBN. Nagbabalik po tayo with game number 2 dito po sa ABS-CBN. Magandang hapon mga kapamilya. At tuloy-tuloy po ang selebrasyon ng ating Kapamilya Weekend. Bumabati po kami mula dito sa Araneta Coliseum. Game number 2 ng kampyonato ng DLSU versus UST. Abante ng siyam ang DLSU. What happened in that first quarter, TJ?
Well, as we said, no, mukhang mas gutom, mas sharp itong Lasal. 50-50 balls, loose balls, sila yung nakaka-dive, sila yung humahabol, offensive rebounds, dominated again like this one. And they had a bunch of second chance opportunities like you see here again. They had 6 second chance points actually in the first quarter.
Yun na naman, Torres and Paulo Pe against each other.
And you say, it's Thomas Torres, okay?
Yes, yes.
Not Norbert Torres, although the jump ball situation here, possession arrow po facing USC, so it's USD ball. But this 9-point lead for USD, for Lasal, you can credit a lot of that to the 6 second chance points of Lasal.
McDonald's Simpson slow-mo, spice up your day with the new McSpicy. There's just a different desire.
Look at that.
Right? There's just a little more grit.
And only 1 offensive rebound for USC. They've been trying. Their guys are in there jumping for those offensive rebounds, but he only got 1 in the last 10 minutes.
Teng asking for the clear out against Kim Lo. Jeron using his footwork, puts it up and in. 9 points for Jeron Teng.
At alam nila na nandiyan na ulit si Abdul who has 2 fouls. They're gonna try to dig deep and get his third.
Look at this. Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. The body control of Jeron Teng.
Saka yung ball fake, you know, yung quality ng ball fake. Kahit hindi tumalon yung defender niya, ma-off balance lang yung defender niya. Malaking bagay niya. Look at this, talking about big things. They need production from Kareem Abdul. He's been quiet, he's been on the bench with his foul trouble.
3-point play opportunity for the big man, part of the Mythical 5. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab Delivery Hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza.
Only the first 2 points for Kareem Abdul in this game. Actually, his first attempt here as he came back. 1 out of 3 so far for the day. 2 rebounds.
So it's 23-15. Under 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. Oh! Third opportunity.
And a foul is called. And 1. But the bigger thing is, the big fish, I think he just got Kareem Abdul's 3rd foul.
Wow.
Did he?
It
It's
is.
Paulo Pe.
Paulo Pe.
Kasi nagsabay sila eh. So it's a 3 on Pe. Either one, it's a big thing for them.
Now, mapipilitan si Coach Pido as you look at that master winning move. Lose the oil, win the game, but master, put your game face on. Put back Aljon Mariano. What a start for DLSU here. 2-point guards in Revilla and Torres. And then you've got Perkins, Teng, and Norbert Torres. Let's talk to Ina Ongsiaco first. Ina, go ahead.
Boom and TJ, the DLSU Green Archers did not have any team fouls in the first quarter, and Coach Julio Salle noticed this and commended the team for this. He asks them to once again continue playing this way despite already giving up a foul. He also says to be patient in the offense, especially when they run. He says if there's nothing inside, kick it out. Lastly, he commends the team on the playing sharp and hungry. He says that's why we're in the lead, and if we keep doing so, we will be keeping that lead. Boom and TJ.
Thank you very much, Ina. Be superlative. Samsung Atim, Book 9 Light. It's BC redefined. A block on Jeron Teng.
Preemptive foul here. That's a smart foul by Thomas Torres as Mariano had a lead on that layup.
Mariano had a short stab earlier and he couldn't put it in. Nalapit na, no? As you look at this Bostic Topal King of the Game brought to you by Bostic Super Bull Pasil. Takiwag.
Had something to say.
Yeah, kanina pa eh. Yeah. But anyway, Mariano really struggling, TJ, even on those shots that he usually would make. Derek Teng on the bench right now as his team is behind by 11. This is the biggest lead
in the series, I think, for Lasal.
For Lasal, yes.
Yeah, for Lasal.
Bautista in and out. Abdul, a rare offensive rebound for USD. Mariano again. And finally.
That's his game. That mid-range game. Pag makahanap ng pwesto, maka-pivot siya. To make those floaters, he just has to keep shooting them like what Vosotros did.
Malaking bagay yan. At malaking bagay din itong laro ni Revilla. 7 puntos na dito, ha? Takiwag. Lo goes up against Jeron. draw the foul from Jeron Deng.
It's going to be the first foul of Jeron Deng. And look at this rare second chance points for UST. Malaking bagay yung offensive rebound ni Abdul. Na triple team siya, na libre si Mariano.
Perfect combination. Pure Food Standard Juicy Chicken Cheese Hot Dog. And then a Master winning move. Uzi Oil with the game with Master. Put your game face on. Deng will move out for vosotros. It's Nakiwag, Bautista, Lo, Mariano, and Abdul. A very strange five for Coach Pido Arencio.
And it's a no choice kind of situation for him. Ngayon, dahil sa foul trouble ng dalawang big man niya, ano na siya, reactionary. Kung ano na lang meron siyang natitira, it's Coach Juno has the luxury of dictating the matchups now. Now it's his advantage yung kanyang rotation ng mga tao.
Jerick Teng leading USD with 8 points. And then there's Sheriff with 4. And then the quiet guy is Kevin Ferrer.
Ah, right. The guy who led them with 20 points in game number 1 para sa Tigers.
9-point lead. Under 8 to play. That's 7:35 to be exact. Let's go to Cristel Bachelor.
Rumen TJ, kung meron nga raw lamang ang Tigers, iyon ang pagiging veterano ng kanilang kapanan. Ayon kay Coach Pedro Arencio, naniniwala rin daw siya na madiskarte at mautak maglaro ang kanyang kapanan. But on account of the unfortunate blow of the first quarter, Coach Pedro was disappointed that he even asked the Tigers again if they had really put into mind all the strategies he has been telling them. On defense, he reminded again the boys to pressure the ball and to box out. At bagamat tensyonado nga ang Tigers, sigaw ni Jerick Teng, takbuhan lang natin sila at kayang-kaya pang bumawi niyan, Rumen TJ.
Maraming salamat, Cristel. Be superlative, Samsung Atin, Book 9 Live, it's PC Redefined. Ang tanong lang naman ngayon dyan, if the Game 1 experience ng DLSU was enough to get them na parang sinabi siguro ni Coach Juno as we look at the Swedes Comfort Team in action against America's leading underwear brand, natikman na natin kung anong, how the finals is. Let's bounce back in game number 2. Right now, that's how they're looking. Join the break movement, have a break, have a Kit Kat. Well, during that timeout, there was a warning given to the bench of the USD over resentment to call as they vehemently protested the non-call on Jerick Teng's move earlier. Simon Atkins, DLSU in attendance here at the Araneta Coliseum. By the way, our referees Victor Juanon, Dominic Pomal, Ramon Santiago Jr. para sa game number 2 ng ating finals. 11-point lead, TJ.
Again, LaSalle just going to the strengths, trying to dip it inside. If they double team, they kick it out for the shooters. And that's exactly what Coach Juno Sitter said after the first game. We're going to keep going inside. If they double team, we're going to make them pay from the outside.
It's like that series against FPU all over again. Vosotros has found his range in game number 2. Bautista did not get a clear lane. Now he does. Tries to get it back. Cannot. Nangunguna si Vosotros. Vosotros!
Wow, what a move. And that's just the composure of Tata Bautista. He didn't realize na nauna na si Vosotros kasi siya yung tumira ng tres eh. Dapat siya nauna bumaba sa depensa.
Actually, nauna siya kaya lang
natapa ng konti.
That was the 3 of Vosotros. Great taste white, great 3. Our coffee's white, great taste white. And then the bang and the bucket. Suzuki fast break of the game brought to you by Suzuki's newest compact sedan, Swift Desire. Suzuki, a way of life. Nothing going right for UST here.
Ang dami nilang concerns ngayon, no, with the foul trouble of the big men. They're not getting good shots. They're not getting open shots like they were in the first game. And actually, sinabi naman yun ni Coach Juno Soler na we're really not going to allow them to shoot that high percentage from 3 points again in game number 2.
17 is the lead, and that is tied now as the biggest lead of the series, TJ. If you remember, 21-4 para sa UST in game 1. Ferrer, aggressive on that move, draws the foul.
And that's what they have to do. Pag maalat ang kanilang outside shooting, find a way to get inside. Patient two-man game. Pick and roll with Karim Abdullah. Hanapan ng bump.
Awkward fall.
Right.
For Kev Ferrer.
Sa pool pa ng bangga with Van Opstal.
Donald sits in slow-mo, spice up your day with a new McSpicy.
And you can see he wants to get himself involved to score. Kasi he could have dropped that off to Karim Abdullah. Pero gusto niya siya naman makapuntos para to get his rhythm as well.
Sometimes you can see it in the players' faces.
Yes.
And you see how different the mindset is. As you see Vice Ganda attending the games right after showtime. Mula dun sa Kapamilya Weekend celebration dun
Tumakbo
sa
dito.
Quezon City Circle. Out. That's an offensive foul on AVO. Kevin Ferrer standing his ground. 15-point lead. A lot of time left dito sa ating first half. Under 6 minutes. Pinilit ni AVO. Kita sa ating McDonald's instant slow-mo. Spice up your day with a new McSpicy.
Sayang. He didn't need to extend the forearm. Shoulder bump lang. He would have still gotten the separation, the space for his hook shot.
Nosotros Onteng. Jarek denied by Norbert Torres.
Good help. At napapangiti na lang si Bosotros kasi nagawa naman niya yung kaya lang niyang gawin. Just stay in front, keep a body in front of Jarek Teng. He's much smaller. That's all he can really do to help his teammates.
36-21. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Ang DLSU gusto makabawi dito sa ating serye to tie it all up. Pag tayo ay mapupuntang game number 3 sa Sabado yan, ano? Next week. Sa Mall of Asia Arena. Pero sa ABS-CBN Channel 2 pa rin tayo mapapanood for game number 3. So, batiin natin lahat ng mga nanonood, pati sa probinsya. Mga nanonood ng UAAP. Season 76, game number 2. There's Jarek Teng. Goes for the glass. Off a timeout. Gets a 3-point play opportunity off a bump. Jaron Teng vehemently complaining about the foul. It's tough in that angle.
Yeah, tough
Fubu
to see
fearless
that
shot for us by us, Fubu International.
Couldn't see what the arms of Perkins was doing in that angle. Obviously, in that angle, you could see naman he was sliding, moving down to the baseline, pero hindi natin nakita kung may tulak man siya kahit konti.
Down to 12. Biggest lead was 17. Nosotros looks for Jeron with 7 to shoot. Mariano stripped. Hinabol ni LA Revilla. 5 minutes to play. 12-point lead for DLSU. Sheriff, Mariano sa ilalim. Nag-adjust agad si Jeron Teng. And a foul will be called on Aljon in frustration. He wanted the ball earlier because he was free underneath. Tingnan natin sa ating McDonald's instant slow-mo muna ito. Yun, nahuli. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy. By the time Sheriff gave up the ball, Jeron Teng already made his adjustment defensively.
Good read on the passing lane there.
Yep.
Sometimes you don't have to have a full denial sa mga taong binabantay mo. Pero if you're a step away from the passing lane, that's good enough.
Nice.
Like that.
Pero nawala ng espasyo. Kevin Ferrer saw the pass coming.
And the USC has the right thing in mind. They're taking one possession at a time. And if there's a way to catch up in this game, it's playing defense, getting stops.
Abdul has to be careful underneath with Norbert Torres. Vosotros against Kevin Ferrer.
Shot clock down to 6 seconds.
Vosotros launches. And look at Norbert Torres work hard for that one. Vosotros again. And a foul will be called. And it will be on Jason Perkins. I think Mariano and Perkins really in a real wrestling match. Look at him. They're still talking to each other. The referee's got to control this.
So mas may pwesto doon si Mariano. He had the inside track on the box out, and Perkins set his hand over the shoulder of Mariano. So good call there by the refs, but Perkins trying to show the refs here na hinahawakan daw yung shorts niya.
This has been way more physical than game number 1 as a whole. As a whole, I mean, from start to finish.
Yes. Hindi pa nga tayo nakaka-halftime. 15 minutes pa lang and a half ang ginalaro natin at nakita na natin yung...
And you see the desperation, of course, in the sense of urgency for Salle.
Yun,
And then you see also that UST doesn't want to get bullied.
Correct.
So, ganyan na talaga. Serye na nga talaga. No? Talagang
Magkakasawaan din yan.
you're getting on your nerves, on each other's nerves already. 36-24. Mariano, even from the free throw line, struggles. He missed the first one. It's essential that they get a little bit of production from him, DJ.
Especially in the first half to get his confidence going in the second half. Although, in game number 1, only 2 points in that game, but it was a crucial layup in that fourth quarter.
Nosotros, sumona.
So,
Itong UST.
Ito yung panggulat na ng fourth quarter, no?
Dang. Revilla launches a 3. That's way short. Oh, he picks it up. Tapi ka ng bola.
And again, offensive rebound for Salle. So in this possession, nakadalawang offensive rebound sila. 15 na boom ang offensive rebound sila. Wala pa tayong halftime with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. That's huge. Game 1, they had 18 offensive rebounds the whole game.
Dang, sidesteps, puts it off the
What a
glass.
move. That's a Tang move right there. Sila magkapatid, they really have that mastery of the sidestep and the pivot moves.
38-25, a Bakers doesn't lead. Deng is on Deng now. Sheriff, Revilla. Jarek, left-handed shot, wala. 15 offensive rebounds, 14 second chance points, and a shake of the game by Jeron, brought to you by Mogu Mogu, you gotta shoot. Oy, nakatakas! But, Nosotros, yes. 5-on-4 on the other end. Deng. Fouled by the younger brother. Jarek is still on the floor. No inch given. None taken.
Look at this. Walang kapatid-kapatid pagdating sa finals. He did get a little bit of a head there. That angle.
He's not one to help him too.
He did tinulong. Because you normally see opponents do that sometimes, you know. Pero
all the pleasantries are now swept
out the window. There's Alvin.
For a split second, nagalit siya. And then nagtimpa.
Okay.
38-26 is our score. 3:18. Mami Susan, nasa kabila naman. Revilla, Sheriff. Mariano on Norbert Torres. Ferrer on Jeron Teng. Vosotros on Jeric Teng. And Abdul on Van Opstel. 10 on the shot clock. AVO trying to make that move. Abdul standing his ground. It's good defense by Karim.
Good rebound, helping out there itong si Jeric Teng. We said at the top of the coverage, he and Ferrer and Mariano have to help on the rebounds.
Fishing expedition by the veteran.
Smart move there. He felt the arm contact.
That's a KD move. Kevin Durant move. He lost possession for a while. A wild scramble, yun na.
Oo nga, nakita niya yung arms ni Vosotros naka-extend. Ibuhat ko na lang kaya to. Yun na lang kaya. Galing. Very smart move there by the veteran Jeric Teng, who said that now he's hoping this is his last game. That his battle cry, di ba? Nung knockout game.
Not today.
Not today. Ngayon ang battle cry niya, today na, Lord. Today na.
And Coach Pido said he wanted that practice yesterday as the last practice. And they have inched closer from 17. It's down to 9. And with a lot of time. 2:48.
And this has been a methodical run. Hindi siya yung 8-0 run. Inunti-unti nila ito.
How did it happen, DJ?
Just patience and playing better defense, getting their defensive stops. At siguro may halo rin itong 2-3 zone, which gave Salle problems in game number 1.
And turnover na rin, ha?
Yep.
Sa Salle.
Ang 5 turnover na yan ng Salle. O pang-anim na ba? Tignan natin the second quarter. Ang turnover nila, 4.
Yun, mabigat.
4-2.
Yun na nakatulong din.
Yep.
Mariano attacks. Salle. But you want him to continue to do that if you're rooting for UST, right, TJ? That's something you want to see from him.
Exactly. He's got to keep aggressive and keep attacking.
Jeric. Dinoble. Jeric pumitin. Kapos. Jeric lumaban. Sheriff comes up with it. Ferrer, libreng-libre. Di
Begging
nabigay.
for the ball.
Oo, di
Si
nabigay.
Kevin Ferrer.
Abdul, a couple of fakes. Sheriff maintains possession. Jarrett, all day to shoot. Tapik mo, pupunta kay Ferrer. Wala.
Wow!
And that's a foul.
Even the breaks of yung lagay na. We saw that in game number 1 at that exact goal. Ito yun the northern goal. Hirap na hirap yung Lasal ng first half.
And it's more of a waste too because two LaSalle players already went to the other side. Hinabol yung bola.
Correct.
Diba? So they had the advantage.
Yep.
On the offensive rebound, hindi lang talaga may pasok.
If that 3 of Jerick would have gone in, this crowd would have gone bananas.
Yep. 38-29. On a tandem of Mac and Joseph Yo. What a deadly tandem back for LaSalle. For Coach France.
I think they were there. Were they still around with the 2009 title?
Okay, top of the circle. Inside, balik kay Jeron. And then adjustment kay AVO, wala. And now UST rebounding better. Mariano.
There we go. That's his game. The open court game.
Ito na yung sinasabi mo. Tumayo na yung mga
Ito na.
UST sa likod natin. 38-31.
Down to a 7-point lead. Karim Abdul has been on the floor for a long time. He's done a good job of avoiding his third foul, even though LaSalle kept going at him.
Jeron against Ferrer. Pilit. Offensive rebound. Tapek, mapupunta uli kay Jeron. Oy, yun ang masakit doon.
Was it on Abdul?
It is. I think it's a knee.
Or Ferrer, because Ferrer is the one reacting.
No, he's reacting because he knows it was Abdul.
So that's 3
And
on Karim Abdul.
you know, Abdul was doing the right thing. He was snapping the ball. Hindi
Tinatapik
niya
ng
makuha.
palabas.
Kaya lang di nila nakuha. Substitution brought to you by Smart Music, where music lives. UST has done a better job rebounding here in the second quarter. 11, LaSalle 14. Hindi na ganun kalaki
Correct.
naman.
Pero naman pa rin sila sa offensive
Offensive.
rebounds. 8-5. Overall, it is a 17-6 tally in terms of offensive rebounds. And LaSalle has made it worth it for them. They're milking that stat. 14 second chance points na sila compared to 2. In game number 1, they had 12 second chance points the whole game.
The whole game.
Ito, meron pa tayong second half na ilalaro.
Back to an 8-point lead. Para dun sa mga kaka-tune in lamang sa ABS-CBN, pinakamalaking abante ay 17 para sa DLSU. Mariano. Drawing the double team. Sheriff from 16. Tapos, natapik kay Tomas Torres. Down to 38 seconds in the quarter.
Last 2 possessions here.
Be and AVO in a struggle. Jeron Deng underneath to Torres.
Nice
What a
drop
pass.
pass. Gorgeous drop pass. Up, look out. Almost a steal. And that's just a nice move by Jeron Deng, committing the defense first, then dropping it off to his big man.
Balik sa 10 ang abante ng DLSU, TJ. A difference of a second, almost a second. Bautista for 3. No! Who will get this one? Sheriff inside to Pe. He is fouled.
And that's going to be 2 free
Yun ang
throws.
masakit doon. Para sa
Buenas pa,
LaSalle.
UST.
The smallest guy getting the rebound. But a chance to at least get this into single digits for UST. What a battle here. Referees have to play or are playing an important role in controlling the tempers of the players here, the physicality of the game. Biggest development for UST is the 3 personal fouls on Karim Abdul.
Remember, LaSalle only had 1 team foul in that first quarter. Or none, actually.
Wala.
Now they have 10.
Dylan Ababu in attendance again.
So now, UST obviously more aggressive to drive in the paint. Mas may effort sila na umasok and to fish those fouls.
6 seconds remaining. Nagmamadali. Revilla with 2. Revilla fakes, fires. No. And another elbow thrown as that rebound was taken. A very physical first half, which saw DLSU lead by as much as 17 points. PS Bank maasahan assist. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. What a half. We're taking a break. And then we'll give you our halftime stats and everything that includes the UAAP halftime festivities. Jason Perkins was out probably a good 40 minutes before anybody else came out here at the Araneta Coliseum.
But interestingly, he's been scoreless today.
Yep.
Talk about Jason Perkins, but he's had 14 minutes. Missed all 4 of his shots so far, but he has had 3 rebounds and 3 assists. So when he gets the ball down low, the double team shot, he's been able to create for his teammates.
Sheriff doesn't start for UST, TJ. They start with Tata Bautista, Mariano, Abdul, Deng, and Ferrer. And the same starting 5 for DLSU. Offensive rebound by Jerick Deng.
Now it's down a 6-point lead.
So 26-5 so far.
Bridging that from the 6-minute mark of the second quarter.
Bisitahin natin si Ina Ongsiako. Ina, go ahead.
Boom and DJ, the DLSU Green Archers have been going to their strengths in the first half, and they will keep doing so in the second, especially on the offense. Coach Juno Salle says that the players already know what to do on the offense, and they already know how to attack. He says it's just about making the read. That's why everyone has to always be aware and always be ready. He also encourages all the players to continue making those extra passes, and he reminds them once again to be patient, because according to Coach Juno, that's when our percentages increase. Lastly, he says that do the little things that you're supposed to do. That's why we're scoring, and this is going to be big in the second half. Boom and TJ.
Thank you, Ina. Be superlative Samsung at Book 9 Light. It's PC Redefined. The reason why Jerick Deng was practicing his free throws so far is 2 of 6.
Including this last miss.
Yes.
3 of 7 right now.
They missed 5 free throws in the 4th quarter of game number 1. One of the big numbers in that 4th quarter, which could have given them a different ending. Mariano. Up high.
Ooh, sweet touch off the glass. That's his game. If you give him the open space from the middle of the floor, pick and pop. Siya yung screener na nag-pop. At nakuha niya yung wang sa defensive rotation ng Salle.
7 points. Deng against Ferrer.
Hit for that, and you know that is Jeron Deng's game. You give him the ball at the high post and he will attack from every angle conceivable.
It's body control. Yep. And upper body strength. Abdul with 3 personals. Mariano. Lost the ball, yes. 44-37. Jeron nagmamadali and a foul by Aljon Mariano and an extra push by Jerick Deng. Yaki sobrang mubo na tayo. Brought to you by Nissan Yakisoba. Yaki sobrang sarap.
Look at that, Jerick taking advantage of his mismatch with Vosotros. Hindi siya nakapag-box out ng maigi. At hindi mo pwede magawa yan sa jumping contest lang.
Master winning move. Lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on. Back to live action here with 17 on the shot clock. Jerick against Jeron, and that's an obvious foul by Jerick
He
Deng.
went for the block there, and you saw how far back Jerick was giving Jeron.
Yep.
Talagang egging him to take the 3-point shot. Look at how far. I think it pre-display. Oh. But that's been the defensive strategy of Coach Guido. Pag si Jeron may bola, atrasan mo. Force him and egg him on to shoot that outside shot para makabuelo ka dun sa mga drive and pivot moves niya.
Perfect combination. Pure Foods Tender Juicy Chicken Cheese Hot Dog, and yung foul ni Jerick Deng paid off. In the sense that they get no points from that sequence, as Jeron Deng is now 3 out of 10 from the line. Nagbabantayan na yung magkapatid.
Both sides.
Deng for 3.
And talk about a swing, no? He found his brother, made him miss 2 free throws, and he drills a 3. Only a 4-point lead.
Oh, really confident Jerick Deng, 20 points. His numbers continue to rise in this magical run of theirs. Van Opstal on the repost. Revilla from the corner. Cannot get it back. 44-40 is our score. Bautista will try his hand.
Hey!
Ayun na.
Look out. This crowd is going nuts. It's a 1-point game.
And Coach Chuno Soler presses the timeout button. 44-43, join the break movement. Have a break. have a Kit Kat. Babalik po ang UAP Season 76 game number 2 ng ating finals. Tikada ni Jering Teng mula sa Tres, Great Taste White, Great 3, our coffee is white, Great Taste White. And then Ferrer finding Tata Bautista for a PS Bank Mahasan assist, simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now, 10-3 run. Is that the reason, PJ, why Bautista is there?
I think so. Sheriff does not have that kind of range. He does not gain that kind of respect in the defense. If he's there, they let him shoot. He might get his points here and there. But just the presence of Bautista will spread the floor for UST. It will open up the defense of Salle already and hit those shots if he can.
Bautista is also our two-more player of the game, brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. 44-43. 10-3 in the third. Ating scoring so far.
Add that to the 24-5 run.
That's right.
So it's now a 34-8 run.
Nice find by ABO to break the spell. Let's go to Cristel Bachelor.
Bloom and TJ in their effort to break the, to stop rather the deja vu of their runner-up finish last year. Jering Teng said they have to adjust and bring their group back for this second half. Now their goal this time is to control the court, get more rebounds, and dictate the flow of the game. Some of the players like Kevin Ferrer were very angry in the halftime break while some were just plain down. Our coach Pedro Horancho said they just have to ignore all the distractions, focus, and just play the game. Coach also wants for the boys to not settle for jump shots, but instead go for the drive because that move matches the caliber of a championship game. Lastly, Coach Pedro pleaded specifically to Paolo Pe and Aljon Mariano to hold their ground. Makukuha natin ito basta extra effort lang at hard work, Lumen CJ.
That's what the championship is all about. Extra effort, the intangibles, the 50-50 balls. The superlative Samson at Tim, Book 9 Live, it's BC redefined. And another extra possession. This time Mariano clutches that ball.
Tama si Coach Bidon. Ano naman natin kanina na mindset is a drive, drive, drive. Don't settle for those outside shots.
7 turnovers for UST, 6 for DLSU. All in all, so a well-played game.
Quality game.
From that standpoint. Mariano for 3. Still cannot get it to go. Haynes on the floor. Haynes, America's leading underwear brand. AVO. Back to Jaron. He's looking for a pick. But the AVO posts up Karim Abdul and gets the bounce.
Remember, Abdul has 3 fouls. He's still playing with those 3 fouls. He picked up the third late in the second quarter.
So pamatay sunog yung tira. As Teng shoots another 3, that's short. The tap goes to UST. They're down 5 with 5:16 to play. Ferrer. Mariano. Abdul thought about it. 16-footer, doesn't get the roll, and an easy rebound for Jason Perkins. Under 5 to play. Sealed underneath.
And they're going to keep going there. I'm sure during the timeout, Coach Juno Soler reminded the boys of Salle, hey, Abdul's got 3 fouls, and you've got your bigs there. You've got Perkins, you've got AVO. Dip into the well and try to get something and get a foul even.
Most improved player of the year. 3 out of 8 from the field for AVO. Teng recovers just in time. 50-45. Almost a double-double now for AVO. Revilla steps on the line. A long 2. Scoring picking up here in the third quarter of game number 2. Paalitan po ng puntos para sa UST at DLSU. 4 minutes. Teng from the elbow comes up short. Revilla nagmamadali. Vosotros mula sa sulok.
Salle responding so well off that timeout of Coach Juno Soler. And all of a sudden, back to a 7-point lead.
Join the break movement, have a break, have a Kit Kat. 55-45. UST with a 10-3 run. Coach Juno calls a timeout, and LaSalle answers with an 11-2 run to bring us to 55-45. Nanonood po kayo ng game number 2 ng ating finals sa ABS-CBN in high definition on Balls HD 167 all over the world via the Filipino channel. At meron din po tayong radio coverage sa DCMM, sa 6:30. Dennis Principe and Coach Alan Gregorio ang inyong maririnig dyan sa ating radio coverage. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab Delivery Hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Kevin Ferrer has been the quiet man for UST.
Yep, he has not been the guy that he was in game number 1. It had 20 points for UST. Shot the lights out 5 out of 8 from 3-point territory in game 1.
Nakatakas ng bahagya.
Nice pass.
Norman Torres iniyak-yak. So patuloy. 13-2 run para sa DLSU.
And that's Van Opsal's 3rd assist of the game.
That's the adjustment that they've made, ano? Parang kapansin mo, TJ, compared to game number 1 when they attack, the other big man slides. So parang nagkakaroon ng option pa.
Correct.
As a second threat. Ito, Fubu, fearless shot for us bias. Fubu International sa sulok. Tumira, took si Amon Vosotros. Lucky Me Supreme moment. Brought to you by Lucky Me Supreme, Live Supreme. And AVO gets the applause from the DLSU crowd.
Vosotros, 11 points already today. 4 out of 10 from the field.
Kevin Ferrer, 2 points. 0 of 3 from the field. 3 personal fouls for Kevin Ferrer.
And layo from game 1, no boom, 20
Layo
points.
from game 1 and Final Four.
Correct. In game 1, 20 points, 6 out of 9 from the field. Talk about 66%.
And he looks a little different, TJ. He doesn't look as parang active and alive and intense as in game number 1 sa simula pa lang. Perkins for 3. Wala.
Balik na pala sa 10 itong lamang, ano?
Ferrer, umikot. Off the glass.
Tough move. What a tough shot there.
Pakaganda naman ang pihit ni Kevin Ferrer. That is his first field goal of the game. 57-49. Inside to Perkins. Outside to Vosotros. Vosotros bumalik sa 3. That is UST ball.
Back to this 2-3 zone is UST, and they know, talk about Salle, malilibre talaga sila sa corner shots. That's where they're putting their shooters.
Sheriff, bumalik na rin dito. Mariano, matake. Mariano sa ilalim. Ininabas kay Ferrer. Ferrer for 3. No, still nothing from the 3-point area for him. UST possession still. And Nakiwag will come in for Jeric Teng. They have to rest Jeric Teng at some point as LA Revilla runs to the official stable and replaces Amon Vosotros.
Jeric Teng has hardly rested. Boom, 24 minutes, 22 points already. Add to that, 2 rebounds as well.
Ferrer. Mariano asking for it underneath. Perkins still talking to Mariano. Mariano jacks up a long 2. 9 points for him. He's slowly getting his offensive rhythm.
So it's a good thing for UST, even though they're not yet leading, but Mariano and Ferrer are getting their groove now. More weapons for them here in the second half.
Torres for 3. Norbert for the offensive rebound. That is the 20th of the game. Agaw. Makukumpleto ba?
And they're not calling a travel, interestingly, even though he slid down there.
Norbert, I think, got hit in the head as Kevin Ferrer.
I don't know how they're going to call that because the whistle was blown and Ferrer was swinging his elbows,
Ferrer
which you don't need to do anymore.
kicking the ball also.
Natamaan eh.
Then
Kasi-
the Kiwag are getting into it. Pito is telling, huwag ka nang makisali dyan.
Here's the replay. So he slips. The legs, both his feet lift the floor.
So should have been a traveler.
Should have been a traveling. And then he swings his elbows even though wala na eh. I mean, Perkins was it Perkins or
Perkins was on top of. Norbert was on top.
Wasn't doing anything. He was on top.
He looked like he got hit already by someone somehow. That's why he wasn't even reacting anymore to what Kevin Ferrer was doing. And then the Kiwa got into the picture, and Coach Bidon takes him away.
Let's see. At the very least, there should be a warning. At the very least, could be a technical foul, or which is equivalent to a sportsmanlike foul. That'll be 2 free throws and possibly ball possession, depending if they cancel out.
Obviously, Pidon doesn't want to give extra points to LaSalle. That's why he was taking the extra motion away from the other players.
But they can't change the call on the traveling. So that's a good call. I would agree, because he was swinging his elbows. The whistle was clearly blown. That's his 4th personal foul.
Yes.
So does it mean the possession swings back to LaSalle? Kasi there was a foul.
And L.A. Revilla now.
A jump ball.
Look at L.A. Revilla now and Kevin Ferrer going at it.
They're going to try to get to his head, that's for sure.
That's something that Kevin Ferrer does so well against other players.
Right.
And now, Norbert will...
So it's LaSalle possession, kasi I guess jump ball yung tinawag.
So possession arrow.
Hindi foul. Wala palang foul kay Torres. So Norbert, with some interesting free throws here to end this 3rd quarter with 1:13 to go.
So napasama pa, instead of the original, it should have been a traveling call. We saw both feet come up.
Yep.
That would have been just ball possession to LaSalle. Ngayon, napasama pa. And now Jarek Teng has to come back in. The UST trying to restore order here. The lead is 8.
And just when Ferrer was getting his groove, he picks up his 4th personal foul.
That's an excellent point.
Hold the ball, masakit yun sa kanila kasi umiinit na siya. Tumataas yung kumpiyansa niya eh.
They go downstairs to Norbert Torres. Gusto nilang kunin yung pang-4 na foul ni Karim Abdul. Somebody fouled Norbert Torres down there.
Let's see who it's on. Looks like it's on Mariano.
Aljon. Yep. Look at this move. They're going to foul Karim Abdul there.
Yeah, that's an Aljon. That's number 4 as well on Mariano. So Ferrer has 4. Mariano has 4.
Couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. And I wish the moment of the game opened up to everyday surprises.
Maybe it was an angle.
Yes.
You didn't see Mariano on that tight shot.
And Aljon is pointing to himself, wondering why, bakit daw ako, sabi niya. I wish we had another
angle maybe you could see where he was.
He was actually jockeying position with Jason Perkins. So hindi natin alam kung ano nangyari doon sa ilalim. Hindi natin makita eh. Siya nagtataka eh. Bakit natawagan siya? And isa pa yan, he gets 4 and he's also gotten into his rhythm.
And again, 2 free throws sunk there by Norbert Torres.
So balik sa 11 yung abante. Pressure by Thomas Torres and a foul on him. Aljon Mariano still talking to the referee and asking what foul did he give up. But we play on here. Coach Juno Soler and the boys ahead by 11. Foul by Norbert Torres, apparently. 2nd personal. Donald Simpson slow-mo, spice up the day with the new McSpicy.
Is this it?
No, that's a foul on
Ito yung
Norbert.
kanina. Ito yung ngayon lang na gandang pihit ni Abdul.
But they won't count that. Foul downstairs. Janik asking for it underneath.
Continuing to play smart. He's getting his points with a combination of aggressiveness and court smarts right there.
24 points. Para kay Janik. Abante na siya ng DLSU. Low post na naman. Triple team on Perkins.
And yan, pag nandiyan na siya kalalim, going to his strong side, turning to his left with that left-handed hook shot. The separation, the help has to come from on top, not from behind him, because he can just turn away from that one.
Mythical team member, Jason Perkins.
Remember, he's a first-year player.
The show on Jarek Teng. Teng puts it up. There's a foul prior to the shot.
So will they give him continuation? That's the question. I said they're not independent. You talk about LaSalle. So hindi. Sideline inbound, but it's 0.5 of a second to go. Enough time for a catch and shoot.
Norbert Torres called for his 3rd personal.
Does not have to be an alley-oop, pero pwedeng catch and shoot.
Aljon, nowhere to go on that one. Salle stymies the USD rally and leads by 11 at the end of the third, 64-53. Babalik po tayo dito sa loob ng Araneta Coliseum para po sa game number 2. Ang ating finals between DLSU and USD, 23,037 strong on Saturday afternoon. Abante ng 11 ang DLSU. DLSU, their 9-game winning streak broken by USD, who are looking to become the fourth seed to win a championship. Ang mga nabiktima rin ng USD, defending champion. Ang number 1 seed na NU, and now they're looking, if they win today, they're looking to add the number 2 team in the league in that list of victims. But DLSU is the one ahead. Perkins looking to add.
That's big. What a way to start the fourth quarter. Statement there. Big three. Only the second triple of the second half for Salle.
EJ, napakaliit ng lineup ng USD ngayon. Sheriff, Bautista, and Jeric Teng.
Nagsabay yung Bautista at saka si Sheriff.
3-point play opportunity for Karim Abdul.
Let's give me the third foul of Jason Perkins.
Great taste white, great 3. Our coffee is white, great taste white.
What a pass there. The left hand behind the back flip.
Ito, perfect combination with the extended juicy chicken cheese hot dog. This is where the experience again of USD in the finals last year and everything that they went through this year to try to get themselves out of a hole.
Yep. That's what they need right now for Salle naman, to show their consistency of exercising their demons of the first round. Remember, the first round they had several losses na lamang sila na sa fourth quarter, double-digit leads, and they would lose it in the end. But in their run, in their 9-0 run in the second round, that's one of the things that was highlighted for them to maintain leads and sometimes even coming back in games.
Correct. Sarado yung pinto para kay Mariano. Teng thought about the 3. Isinawsaw pa. Wild shot by Jeric Teng there. Norbert Torres trying to handle that rebound and is fouled by Jeric.
A good job by Norbert to not swing his arms or elbows too much na baka may matamaan. He just patiently held the ball, embraced it, and pivoted away from any contact. And ayun, medyo masyadong yakap na si Teng. You'll rarely get the jump ball if you're hugging the guy from behind, even though it's all ball.
McDonald's hits a slow-mo spice up today with a new McSpicy. 67-56. Revilla. Rebound by Teng. 8:26 to play. Nagmamadali si Sheriff. Hand off to Bautista. Maliit din ang Salle in there, at least in the backcourt.
3-point guards. You know, Thomas Torres also plays point guard.
Yes.
Look at that. I've never seen them play 3-point guards.
And then 2 big guys. Abdul hacked underneath. Hindi gumapang paloob yung bola.
But that's what happens when you space it out with 3 guards on the perimeter. The more may operating room itong si Karim Abdul sa loob.
Is this to prevent USD shooting threes as we look at this Kit Kat best break? Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Sinabayan na rin yun siguro. At saka, napilitan din na kailangan din ipagpahinga si Jeron Teng to give him a breather to make him finish strong.
Jeron Teng, 15 points and 6 rebounds so far.
I'm trying to see if my eyes are deceiving me, but it looks like, I'm just realizing this now, Coach Jun has only used a 7-man rotation.
Wow.
Aside from his starters, he's only pulled out Norbert Torres and Thomas Torres from the bench. That's it.
Yep.
No sign of Campos, Reyes, De La Paz, all those, Montalvo, all those guys had some minutes in the first game.
Very tight.
Super tight. 7-man rotation. Normally when you see tight rotations, it's 8. It's rare, much more rare that you see 7.
Oh, strong move by AVO. He continues his splendid game with a double-double now. Lead is 11. Abdul loses it. Mariano kicks it out to Bautista. 6 to shoot.
Oh, good pass from behind to block that by Revilla.
Vosotros, back to Revilla. Let's go to Ina Onciaco now.
Women TJ coach Juno Salle commends the players for how they've been playing so far. He says he especially likes the way each player recognizes the strengths of one another, and he says to keep it up. He warns everyone, though, not to give up any transition basket and threes, as these will be UST's opportunities to come back. But though when they do make their runs, Coach Juno says not to mind the score and to keep doing what they've been doing, which are the little things, and the results will simply follow. Lastly, sabi lang ni Jeron at the end, to pump up his teammates, he says, keep strong, last 10 minutes, no time to relax, guys. Boom and TJ.
And Jeron, right on cue, comes into the game. Be superlative, Samsomative, Book 9 Light, it's PC redefined. Derek misses the free throw.
Well, with the time remaining, UST really has to pick up the pace and try to attack on fast breaks, and Coach Juno is aware of that, that's something they're going to have to do with this limited time. UST is the #3 fast breaking team in the league, averaging 10.4 fast break points a game. So far today, only 2. That's why DLSU has done a good job in transition defense as well.
And 2 misses by Jerick Teng from the free throw line. Jeron nakalusot.
You cannot gamble to steal from behind if you're going to let a guy through who's one of the best slashers in the league.
Bautista for 3, gets it to go.
They needed that badly. They were down by 13 at that point.
6:30, marami pang oras dito para humabol ng UST. Jeron sets up Vosotros, mapawiin yung 3, wala. Kapit mapupunta sa Lasal na naman. Jeron, body control, ABO, wala. Kapit, and it's back to Lasal. Wow. Dominance of the offensive rebounds.
That's 23 offensive rebounds to 10 for UST the whole game.
Torres for 3.
Rebound na naman.
Vosotros is checked. But Abdul is asking for more help
He
underneath.
does need the help. They got a gang rebound defensively.
Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab Delivery Hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. Pure Foods, crisp and juicy wingers, no bones, no hassle for Jeron Teng. 25 offensive rebounds, 10 only for UST. Thomas Torres goes to AVO. AVO makes space for himself. What a move.
What a game for ABO, patiently attacking Karim Abdul in the paint. ABO now with 13 points in the game.
Sheriff back to Jarek with 12 to shoot. 5:21 to play. Jarek with a spin. Oh, what a move. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Sensational move.
Awesome move. But he needs help. He can't do this all on his own.
He's trying. He's trying to will.
And we mentioned earlier, the 2 guys who could have helped him in the 4th quarter now got their rhythm in the 3rd quarter, Mariano and Ferrer.
Yep.
Both have 4 fouls. Now Ferrer only about to come back in the game.
What about this? 26 offensive rebounds now for Lasal.
Wow. That is a huge number.
And the second chance points obviously piling up. And you know, TJ, not only that from a number standpoint, but also from a morale standpoint. When you're not getting the rebound and then nakaka-score pa yung kalaban, it hurts. Sakit, oo.
Turnover here.
Parang nawawalan ka na hininga for a while, ano? Muna, Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. Master winning move, lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on Jerick Teng. The spin cycle. 24 points in the paint for UST. Lasal with 40. Let's check in with Christelle Batchelor.
Women TJ frustration was edged all over the faces of the Tigers during the huddle. But from the beginning, Coach Pedro Horacio has been constantly telling them a lot are at stake for today's win, but they have to focus solely and ultimately on their game plan and on breaking the dry spell they have been experiencing. Sabi nga ni Coach, ayaw daw kasi pagalawin ng Tigers ang bola at puro shortcut daw ang ginagawa nila. Lastly, while the nerves of the Tigers are going haywire, Jerry Tang said they have to regroup and do their best. They're just a few minutes away before they get the championship, and there is no room to be lax for this quarter, Boom and TJ.
Pati sa boses ni Cristel, mararamdaman mo na rin yung konting frustration, ano? Naghahabol po ang UST dito. Abante ng 12. Ang DLSU 75-63. At panipis na ng panipis ang ating orasan. TJ, yun yung masakit para sa UST dahil 4:10 remaining.
At nabanggit natin kanina yung second chance points. 18 already para sa Salle. 6 lang sa USC. 12-point difference. Before these free throws, it was a 12-point lead. And that's really been one of the biggest factors of this game because USC is playing good defense and only allowing Salle 38% field goal shooting. But they're just not closing out those possessions by getting the defensive rebounds.
Speaking of closing out, Torres closing out on Aljon Mariano on that play. Under 4 minutes and a 14-point lead. LaSalle trying to extend this to a do-or-die game on Saturday.
They're now milking the clock.
6 on the shot clock. Deng maneuvering over Ferrer. Aljon collecting the rebound. Sheriff to Abdul. Abdul attacks, fakes, fires, and the three-point play opportunity.
He gets a foul. Good smart move there, picking up the 4th foul of AVO.
But this is a good strategy for UST. They have to kill the clock, get some points.
And from here on in, penalty na ang LaSalle. That's their 4th team foul. So on the 5th onwards, penalty na yan. So they must keep, you know, the aggressive mindset of driving in the paint. It's what got them closer in the middle stretches of this game in the second and third quarter.
13 points for Karim Abdul. Part of our mythical selection this year. Revilla. Nagtitimon. 10 segundo na lalabing sa kanilang shot clock. AVO gets the seal again. Abdul with the block. Ito na taga-UST. Nagmamadali si Jeric Teng. Jeric puts it up and in. No, it comes out.
Just in and out. And Ferrer was open in the corner. He could have kicked out for a 3-point shot.
Would have been a spectacular move.
Yep.
With Jeric, but it just could not stay in. Jaron now, his turn. Stripped. It will stay with DLSU with 3 seconds. Look at that.
Pumasok na, linuwa lang talaga.
Halfway in. Nike power rebound of the game. Nike playing like it's still summer. Three seconds to shoot. Pasotros fades away. And Abdul with probably the easiest rebound of the game.
I know. Total rebounds, boom, di na natin pinag-uusapan. 54-36. Grabe.
Ferrer was looking for a foul in that play. And that is the 5th on Aljon Mariano. He's gone.
And what a way to go in terms of fouling out.
Appleton most improved player is Van Upsel. We made that official earlier in the awards for season 76, which was shown on Studio 23. 2:20 remaining with an 11-point lead para sa DLSU. Pablo Pe in for Aljon Mariano, who graduates with 5 fouls. Jeron. Pinilit. Last 2 minutes brought to you by PS Bank. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. Ni Jeric, basang-basa niya yung pihit ni Jeron, no?
He knows the guy's moves very, very well. Playing with him all his life.
77-66. Magbabalik po ang game number 2 ng UAAP Finals. Terence Romeo, our UAAP MVP during the season awards earlier on Studio 23. Also the leading scorer of the league at 22.2 points a game. But this is between UST and DLSU. DLSU trying to hang on here with an 11-point lead. Deng still fighting. How about Jarek Deng? 28 points for this kid.
It's a 9-point game, single digits.
Just doesn't want to go away. Jarek is just fighting it out. Minamala si Kevin, minamala si Aljon, minamala si Karim. But Jarek is just, he's putting this team on his shoulders right now.
It's his game right now with 28 points. Karim is the closest one to him with 13 points. But it's a quiet 13 points for Karim Abdul.
Panaka-naka, kung tawagin nga. Nosotros, tough shot. Now Abdul could not secure the rebound.
Wow, and that's just hustle right there. That's not even a rebound. That's hustle. Yung tapik na lang, nakuha na. Tinapik pa ng Salle just to make that ball a loose ball, and they recovered it.
And that's painful because we're down to 1 minute and 12, TJ. AVO, nakatakas. Paolo Lopez, sinara yung pinto. Bola ng Salle with 6 to shoot. This is a 9-point lead. UST has got to rack up some points here and also put out consecutive defensive stops. 77-68. 77-68. 6-second shot clock for DLSU. Nosotros to Deng. Deng inside to Norbert Torres. Wala. Buhay pa dito ang UST, TJ.
You gotta pick it up the pace though. Take some early shots.
Ferrer from the corner.
Oh,
That's
and
a
he's
foul.
fouled by Jeron Deng.
And the clock stops.
The clock stops. You take 3 free throws. And he was cold off the bench. Remember, he's been resting. Si Kevin Ferrer.
Two more play of the game brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. 77-68.
And Salle wants this reviewed if it is indeed a 3-point shot to see if he deserves 3 free throws or not.
So they will review it. With 51 seconds remaining.
And both teams have a timeout left, so we'll get a review of that, a rewind of that shot. Here we go. See if Ferrer's both feet clearly behind the arc. There was Jeron Deng not giving him landing room.
And
his knee was in between the 2 legs of Ferrer.
Coach Juno gave a thumbs up to the referees.
They have the right to do that. Panigurado lang. Kasi every point matters. Every point matters right now.
Gives Jarek Deng time to rest also because balitaan natin yung mga timeout. TJ, nakita natin si Jarek lunched over.
Nakaluhod.
Oo, nakaluhod
In front of their bench.
Pagod na pagod na.
The second free throw missed by Ferrer. The hero of game number 1 with 20 points today.
Yeah.
Only 5 points so far in 28 minutes.
Big numbers during the final 4 too. Down to 7 as this substitution is brought to you by Smart Music, where music lives. Torres moves out. Perkins moves in. What's the strategy for UST here, TJ?
Well, full court press, no choice. Try to force a turnover here.
And they safely get it to Revilla.
But they're not getting the penalty. They only have 3 team fouls.
On UST, you mean?
Yep.
Revilla bobbles it, recovers. 13 left.
They're not yet opting to foul. Siguro they milked so much of the clock. Wag na lang. Try to get a miss here.
Muntikan. Jeron recovers.
Oh! That hurts.
That is what you don't
You
want.
got a fresh 24-second shot clock. That hurts for Tata Bautista.
4 seconds left on that shot clock.
He's 30 feet away from the basket. A clear foul there, reaching into the left hand, making contact with the stomach.
Yeah, that was big. So reset to 14. That means more time for DLSU here. But
here's a steal.
Abdul to Lo. Out to Bautista from the corner. Wala. Rebound goes to Salle with 17 seconds. And UST has got to start fouling now.
Yep, they haven't fouled yet.
That's the foul.
They fouled Perkins.
12-point
foul Jeron Deng.
Let's look at that play. A C2 cool and clean steal brought to you by the new C2 Red Tea and C2 Iced Tea. Healthy sarap, great with meals. Perkins will take his first free throws of the game, DJ.
Saka parang deja vu ng yung turnover ni Mariano. Game number 1. Bido has already crossed the bench, ha?
Yeah.
to congratulate the whole LaSalle bench.
At kumaway pa siya kay Mr. Henry Coanco right behind that LaSalle bench, conceding already this game. And Perkins misses 2. The final score, the only thing unsettled here, as Ferrer jacks up that 3. LaSalle will extend this into sudden death Saturday. Not such a bad idea with two very good and great teams. Maybe we all as fans deserve a game number 3, DJ.
Boy, everybody, if you could have asked any casual basketball fan, considering the way that these two teams have played great basketball in the road to the finals,
yes,
you'd want to see them slug it out as many times as possible.
Yeah, best of 5 Saturday.
All right.
Congratulations, LaSalle, the winning team. Bonchon of the game, powered by Bonchon Chicken. Team Bonchon for the win. And they will be getting 5,000 worth of GCs from Bonchon Chicken. UST still has one more chance to be the first 4th seed to win a UAAP championship, while LaSalle is looking to duplicate the feat that they did back in 1999 to come back from a 0-1 deficit and win it all. 77-70 is our final score. We will be back here at the Araneta Coliseum. 77-70 is our final score. DLSU forces a game number 3 here in the best of 3 finals between them and the USD Growling Tigers. Post-game awards first. PS Bank Masan player of the game. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. DJ, your choice?
I mean, Jeron Teng had the most points for LaSalle with 19, but Norbert Torres was just sensational for them. 16 points, 4 out of 7 in the paint, 8 out of 8 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds,
Wow.
7 of them offensive and 3 blocks, and contained himself to only 3 fouls, as he as well was a big factor in guarding Kareem Abdul.
He was the bear.
He was the bear today.
Yeah.
And remember, in game 1, he was virtually absent. He only had 2 points in 21 minutes.
All right. Another commercial break. Hopefully we'll get to talk to Coach Juno Soler on the other end. Stay where you are here on ABS-CBN. Balik po tayo dito sa ABS-CBN. Manalo po ang DLSU 77-70 over the USD Growling Tigers in game number 2 ng ating best of 3 final series dito po sa Araneta Coliseum. Boom Gonzalez po muli kasama si DJ Manotok at mukhang makakausap natin, DJ, ang ating winning coach na si Coach Juno Soler and ating best player na si Norbert Torres. Big game for him. Coach, congratulations with the win. Very methodical the way you broke down USD in this game. You pounded it inside. You had the advantage of rebounds and offensive rebounds. And also, Coach, the tightening of the rotation, can you explain that to us? I think you played with 7 players today, if we're not mistaken.
That's correct. We played with 7.
And the explanation behind it, Coach?
My choice.
Okay.
Well, let's talk as well to Norbert Torres. Norbert, you were the bear today, as we said. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 7 of the offensive. Talk about this mindset of how you guys dominate the offensive boards. Today, it was 27-10. That gave you guys 18 second chance points. I mean, you don't shoot very well from, totality in 38%, but you guys get your second chance opportunities. As one of the big men on this team, how do you guys continue to do this and dominate the opposing teams?
We just try and play an aggressive, kind of just what coach wants.
Well, it worked for them, DJ, in game number 1. They just came up a bit short, and it worked today for game number 2. This time, they came up with a victory. Congratulations, Norbert. Congratulations, Coach Juno.